dog having a poo on the beach there. It's a lovely grey zone scene. So yes, we're here in the gorgeous South Beach Archway. I don't know what they call this exactly, but I just happened to meet you. I was going to talk to you just before the year rounded out. This has been a pretty outrageously good year for you. You come from a long line of musicians and you've been always in music, but this year has been very significant. 3 singles. You have a 4th single in the works coming out in February.
The pipeline,
yeah. Was this a kind of did this just happen, or was this a sort of a turning point? Did you say, okay, I'm going to put stuff out there, I'm going to start recording, start to do this professionally, we'll say?
Yeah, it's kind of been the dream, and I was like, you know what, feck it, let's start doing it this year. Quit college last year, and I was like, I'm too young, you know, young to live
I'm
once.
too young, too beautiful to not.
And just like, I don't want to be like, look back when I'm like 36 and be like, oh, I should have tried harder at that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And was it sort of, I mean, the family are incredibly gifted, all of everybody.
Thank you.
In music. So that idea that I would think it's a very, I'm not going. Maybe is the word easy okay to use, or is it always hard work to put together something you're happy with?
Yeah, I wouldn't say easy, like, but just love doing it, so just want to be good at it. So I'm like trying hard. I suppose I am trying hard, like to, you know, trying to come up with something that's catchy and like going for that kind of quick kind of pop hit is kind of the goal. But so hopefully you're achieving that.
It's an incredible art form, as the Beatles have proven. To make a great 3-minute pop single is not, you know, it's not just a throwaway. And you know, kind of like construction. It should sound effortless, but it takes a lot of talent and
hopefully that's what I'm trying to do. Like,
no, so far so great. I don't know whether you allow yourself kind of a sense of satisfaction with what you've released, because the singles have been spectacular, and you seem to hit the ground running. I expected, you know, good, but I didn't expect that good. Would you be able to? Most actors don't like watching their own films. Do you kind of sit back and
my music videos every day?
Hey, who doesn't?
You gotta get those views up on YouTube.
But listening to the songs and all that, do you find yourself? Well, that worked. That's perfect. Then I'll move on. I'll go to the next one. Or I don't know whether you still feel, oh, I should have done this. Oh, I should do that maybe differently. Or because to me they seem perfect.
I kind of want to stay in the similar vein, sort of. I'm like, if that one did well, let's kind of keep going in that kind of style. Right. Then again, my 3rd single there, Irish Sea, was kind of a bit different. It's kind of Irishy, but kind of going back to the kind of retro-y style sound. I think if I can say that for the next one.
Now, obviously, there's a goal here that you know, you're going to have your a band together. You'll do live dates, and then also the golden grail, the holy grail of an album. So this is all I would imagine, sort of like in your diary for 2019, because you're already incredibly active. You've been working with some wonderful people, obviously Elliot, within Oscar Hackett, people like that, putting together these perfect little pop packages. I would think the album is something you would be aiming for 2019.
It is, yeah. Hopefully, like maybe May time.
Right.
That, yeah. Like I'll release the next single, and then I feel like that's 4 singles out. So then maybe like do an album, put another 8 down or something. I don't know, I have about 10 songs on an album. I feel like that's a bit. I don't know, too little. I feel like
well, you can do the old extra, like, you know, extra tracks on the early editions and all that kind of stuff if you want to. So that, people do love to feel that they grab something a little bit, you know, like a little extra gift if they act quickly. So
thing or something,
there can be like links to downloads and all that for early purchases and all that. So that'll kind of work. Now we should say that you're doing a Hazel O'Connor gig in the Whale. You and Elliot are going to be doing the support thing. That's kind of another sort of step forward in the idea that you're going to start mixing in those sort of circles where you'll get, I'm sure, support slots with major acts, which will then propel your own gigs a little bit higher, a little bit further. Would you get nervous, or you performed a million times, but would you actually get nervous when playing a gig?
Yeah, I would, even like I was on radio Naliffa there in Dublin and doing like one song on the radio. I'm just literally in a room with one person, like, and you think you're grand going in and all, and then they're like, okay, we're starting now, and I'm like, it's like, where? I hate that. But sure, I think nerves is healthy, as they say. Like, if you weren't nervous, like, you're an asshole.
Well, they do. Well, they say that too, especially for actors. You know, they could be acting for 50 years. They say if you still don't feel nervous walking out the stage, just don't have any kind of, because it is an unknown every time you perform something, that you may be playing a hit, you may be playing to people who love you, but you still just don't know if the magic in the room will spark. Which gives it an energy. It has to have that energy of, you're actually trying, and you're actually kind of trying to create magic. So it's been a great year, 2018. I would imagine 2019 should be another sweet year.
Hopefully,
We're all very, very hopeful that it'd be great the albums to come out, and I think the growth of the singles themselves just being out there are doing a lot of work for you, because anybody who hears any of these singles would sort of know that there's something going on here beyond the normal kind of this is just a young kid sort of putting his stuff up on YouTube. There's a real I just think they're beautiful. So
thanks, Paul,
but I did one of my earlier questions, and it went a different way with the answer. I was trying to sort of find out if you yourself like the singles, in that you're happy with them, or do you find that you judge them constantly?
I have days where I put them on and I'm like, jeez, that's deadly. And then I put them on and I'm like, wow, like, I don't know, it's when I'm listening to them with other people in the room, I feel like they're thinking, this is terrible, and I'm like, but then when I'm on my own, I'm like, wow. I don't know, I have my bad days, my good days, but no, I am proud of them. Like, it's like, I don't know.
Well, I will say that wow feeling, stick with it, it's true.
Thank you.